What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're directing to a brand new show. This is Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Oh boy, I'm very excited for this one. And I'll explain why in a minute. So if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm a British guy who reacts to seasonal anime. 6th season of doing so with the Spring 2021 lineup. And today is a very, very busy day. This is a 6-show day as it currently stands. It could be 7, but I'm postponing one of those just to make it a little easier on myself. I can't do 7 today. I can just about squeeze out 6 if I'm really on it. So that's why if I'm talking less at the end of these, or I'm trying to be a bit quicker in how I wrap things up, it's because I got to try and get through them. So I will give them my full attention, obviously. I'm not just going to turn my brain off, but, well, I kind of did for Slime 300, but that's kind of the point of the show. So anyway, what we like to do here when we start a new show is I like to load the analyst page, take a look at the synopsis, the tags, the studio behind it, just get a basic feel for the show before heading in. Especially on a day like this, I need to have this assumption of the show almost before I go in, so I can actually critically say, do I want to invest my next 3 months into this, or do I not? Especially for a show that day this busy, I need to whittle it down a little bit. I need to drop one of these shows, ideally, and we'll see how that ends up going. So, yeah. If you don't want to see any analyst stuff, just go to the timestamp in the description to the start of the reaction, or look at the timeline on YouTube. On PC anyway, it has that available. So, Nagatoro. I will say, right off the bat, I have actually read this manga. This is one of the few manga I actually kept up with for a series of time. I kept up with it until mid-2019, I want to say. Was that? Yeah, mid-19? I think it was about mid-19 that I kept up with it. I obviously haven't read it since 2020 because that's when I started the channel, and ever since I started the channel I haven't had time to do anything else apart from watch anime. I haven't had a time to even watch stuff in my own time, let alone manga, so I am somewhat well acquainted with this series, not to the point where I know the jokes and upcoming gags as they come up, but I know of the characters and I know the dynamic already. Which is good because I want to say this up front. If this is your first experience with this show, you've never seen the source material, Nagatoro, and what I'm assuming she's going to be like, she's not going to be that likable early on. And I promise you, she will get more likable as time goes on, if the anime is going to do the source material justice, of course. She does start off very, very... Well, she starts off quite unlikable, I think it's fair to say. Like, when I first read this, I was like, I don't know if I like this. I don't really like her. And it's like... Then I read more. And then I started to enjoy it more. Once you get past that first bit of like, why is she like this? Then you start to move past it and you can enjoy the show. So that's what I'll say to any of you who are watching this for the first time and have not seen the source material. So, going on a lower grade just made me cry. Get used to this. One day, Senpai visits the library after school and becomes the target of a super sadistic junior. Understatement. The name of the girl who teases, torments, and tantalizes Senpai is Nagatoro. She's annoying yet adorable. Yes. It's painful, but you still want to be by her side. Yes. This is a story about an extremely sadistic and temperamental girl, and you'll feel something awaken inside of you. Well, yes. So like I said, I know what the deal is. It is quite bullying. It is quite slapstick. Pirates. I mean, there might be a skit to deal with pirates if I remember correctly, but I don't think it's not a main theme. This is by Telecom Animation Film. Who did Tower of God, okay. I think that's the only thing I've seen from them. Oh no, they also did Orange. Okay, fair enough. So I'm relatively familiar with them. I think they'll do this series justice with its art. I think they'll do it. Like, this art piece here, this perfectly encapsulates these characters and exactly how I saw them. That smirk especially, perfectly captured. So yeah. Hopefully, the rest of the animation will do it justice. VA cast. Sumire Uesaka, I know you from something. I think I recognize Shuri as well. Sumire, I feel like I recognize her name. I just don't know what from, off the top of my head. Once I hear it, maybe I'll get it, but I do recognize her name. I think I recognize Aiki Yamashita as well. I don't think that's... No, it's not. I feel like I recognize both of them. I guess we'll see once the voices start clicking, but I should recognize some of these. But yeah, Nagatoro, I'm well acquainted with what the idea of this is, so I'm excited for this. And that makes it almost certainly not a drop, unless somehow the animation and visual quality is just absurdly poor, which I don't expect from the Tower of God guys. So, anyway, As per usual, these are time-based full reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, therefore myself and the anime in the same screen, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month to get access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the seasonal lineups. We also have Patreon request shows such as Symphogear G, World Trigger, and Log Horizon. We're almost finished with Log Horizon Season 1, and then we'll be moving straight on to Season 2. Symphogear G we're on currently, and World Trigger, once we eventually get there, which might be closer to the end of the season, or might even be partway into the season after, we will be going into Season 2, ready for Season 3 in October. Hopefully. We'll see. If I keep pace, that should be doable. But here on YouTube, we have to do timer-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time for the episode. I count it down 3, 2, 1, play. Then when play start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. We'll watch this one on Crunchyroll since they licensed it here in the UK. No logos or anything, we're just going to go straight to the episode. Looks like we're looking at a bird right now, or at least the underside of a bird. No audio or video from the original material is going to be shown on this one, obviously, for the copyright reasons. You can use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when the scene is transitioning. Also, look at this part of my headset. It's very reflective and should give away those transitions a bit easier as well. But as long as you keep in time with my countdown, you should be more than close enough to be synced up. So, with all that said, let's get into the first episode titled Senpai is a Bit, and Senpai Don't You Ever Get Angry. So yeah, it looks like they're doing like split parts. So like multiple skits in each part, because which fits the show. Like it's skit, move on, skit, move on, skip, move on sort of style. So I guess we'll see how it goes. So let's get into this one, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Rather pretty. Crab. It's an angry looking crab. Nice peaceful start. I can't wait for it to be shattered by Nagatoro. I'm seriously waiting for it now. This is way too peaceful for this show. High school? Senpai walking down the hall, I think. There she is. Should be art, I think. Oh no, library, right. He said library. I think he spends a lot of time in the art room though. Oh, he looks mortified. That's quite a look. Mm-hmm. Sounds like I do recognize that voice. Damn it. Oh, what is it? Ah, okay. Oh boy. Two piece. Is that why this has got a pirate tag? Because of the two piece? Uh, hmm. They're really setting up Nagatoro as someone a bit different from the group, aren't they? Except. Oh boy. Here we go. There's the smile. Oh boy. Brace yourself, your life has drastically changed. This music, though. The VA. I love it. Okay. Into the part. Oh shit. Oh shit, the animation. Holy shit. There's no way he's gonna be able to do it that easily. Oh boy. Jesus Christ. She goes off. boy. God. Oh boy. The music though, it's on point. Broke him already. Your life is very different now, my friend. Mm-hmm. Don't you ever get angry. Next part, yep. Alright. Oh boy. Boy. And so it begins again. So it starts. Mm-hmm. There it is. Yep. Already starting. The fucking hair. Accent sus, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Teasing continues. It's pretty good, actually. Uh, oh no. I feel sorry for you, my boy. I feel so sorry for you. Uh, she's made you cry twice in as many days. Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh boy. Yep. Appropriate response. Terrible. It's a good question. I mean, that's a bit harsh, but still. Oof. I don't remember that bit. I genuinely do not remember that bit. uh, he really doesn't get angry, though. Somehow, after all that. Mm-hmm. 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 If they don't get an answer, they get bored with you, essentially. They're after the reaction. Mm. I don't think anyone would after just that, but mm. Yeah, they got the swimsuit in there, of course. I was wondering if they'd use that for the OP or not. Good OP for this, though. Oh, of course, the friends. Oh boy. Yep, that was pretty much as I expected it. And again, it did bring that same feeling. Like, I can perfectly understand if you're a new watcher why you do not like her right now. And I can also see why you might not like Senpai right now. I can see why some of this show really will not click with completely new watchers. And I think that's something that might work against it in its favor. I think what was important was that we did get that little bit of a scene between them right at the end of the episode. I think if that scene had not been part of the first episode, I think a lot of people would have just passed this off as another one of those bullying type shows that for some reason people like. But with that moment, it gives you a glimpse that there's a little more than just she's bullying for the fun of bullying. And he's not just dealing with it for the sake of dealing with it. There's a little bit more complexity going on there. And I think it was important that that bit got covered. So yeah, Sumire Uesaka is playing Nagatoro here, and I feel like I do recognize that voice. But there wasn't anything in 2021 so far. Where was it? Where is that voice that I'm hearing you from? Shout here from Overlord? I don't know if that's necessarily the voice I would recognize that as. Where else? Where else am I really hearing your voice from? I don't actually know now I'm looking at this list. Like, Dekamori, that definitely hits. I can definitely hear Dekamori in her voice. So that's probably where I'm associating it from, is Dekamori. Like, that's the one voice that seems to click early on. And then Senpai, Daiki Yamashita, Deku from My Hero. Yeah, I thought it might be. It took a second to click, but yes, it is absolutely Deku. Also from the main Kisaragi from Orisuki as well. That very much tracks as well. Yeah, makes a lot of sense now. Interesting to see how the friends end up being, but like I said, I can understand why people I can understand why people will not like this first episode. And I can also get why this might be one of those shows that the Twitter mob wants to focus on. But, yeah. Yeah. As time goes on, this will improve. I can guarantee, as time goes on, this does become a more... How do I say it? How do I say it? I don't know. I don't quite know how to say it, but yes, like, this is not how it's going to be for the entirety of it. Like, the base premise obviously is the same, but the show does evolve beyond just this. There is more. It's something about characters in shows where they start off really unlikable, but then if you stick with them, that your perspective on them changes over time. And like I said, Nagatoro is one of those characters to me. Because I could have dropped the manga right there and then on the first chapter, but I stuck with it because I was told by a friend that, no, it does improve, and then it obviously did, hence why I know about it. Especially the swimsuit. But yeah. This was pretty much as I expected. I think the animation went beyond what I expected, actually, from this series. Like, it was actually really well animated for certain aspects, which is good because she's a very hyperactive character, and having that animation budget for her is perfect. It makes perfect sense for her. Now we just have to see the development as time goes on. I have no idea if this show is going to be able to go through the source material that I have read. Like, I wonder if it's going to go beyond where I've read. It's been a long time since I have, so I won't even remember what bits I have seen and what I haven't seen. Because even in this first episode, there are bits I was like, I don't remember this, but then again, my memory is terrible with just the shows I watched, let alone manga I read 2 years ago. So, you know. But, yeah. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm not going to drop it, because I've been looking forward to this one since they announced it. I just hope that... I hope that change in Nagatoro is also evident in the anime, and it doesn't set me back to where I was when I first started the manga, so we'll see. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments for the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 live you can find on the channel. I'm actually very curious to see how many of you who have seen the source material when watching the anime are like, yes, this captures exactly what I expected, and how many of you who have only experienced the anime, have not seen source material. Let me know your honest opinions on what you think of Nagatoro and Senpai so far. Like, if you had to rate this show, and this was the only episode you ever saw, would you like Nagatoro and Senpai? Would you dislike them? Do you think this show has any hope? Are you actually going to drop it just based on this one experience, or are you going to give it time to see if it does change? Let me know your thoughts on that, because I'm actually very curious about a series like this, how people are assessing it, because it is one of those shows that source material readers and pure anime onlys are going to have differing opinions on this show, so I'm very curious. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.